Welcome to Insurance Alert Broadcast. I'm Vivek Jain here, Editor in Chief. Today we are going to talk to Miss Priya Deshmukh. Miss Priya is Chief Operating Officer of Manipal Cigna Health Insurance Company Limited and find out from her what is the role in the growth strategy of a insurance company and how the role of COO is changing in the present situation. So let's talk to her. Question to you is, what is the role of a chief operating officer in the growth strategy of a company?
So basically, when it is about any company, leave alone a health insurance company, but any company, ultimately speaking, various departments are created and various functions are there to enable, the overall holistic strategy of a company. So as a chief operating officer, if in case you do not deliver your customer promise, you do not deliver the services that a sales, director or a CDO will go and sell, or our field staff will go and sell the products, unless we live up that promise, how will the company grow? So ultimately speaking, for the company to really have organic growth as well as the right brand and the right pull factor, it is important that the chief operating officers across any segments, not only health insurance, actually live up to the customer promise and deliver seamless service. That's what I would say.
Fine, but generally, CEO is more related to operations, and they are not considered that they're part of the growth. They always considered as a admin or a backend kind of team.
Well, I've been working for last 24 years now and had the good fortune to work with multiple international as well as domestic setup and, in various roles and responsibilities. But operations has always been part and parcel of something that can deliver growth for the organization. It was never only looked at, and I believe operations is not only the cost center, it is the value creator for your customers and for your brand, and ultimately speaking adds to your revenue. And there are various ways that you can add revenue to. So if in case there are customers calling your contact center, there is upsell happening at that point in time. When renewal happens, that time you can do upsell, cross sell. So ultimately speaking, as operations, you really have to strive hard that it is not just a cost center but value creator for the end customer as well as the organization. That's what I would say.
What are the problems you have faced in last 6 months, especially from March, once the pandemic started?
So the key challenges that we faced as a company was, as we all know, insurance in India is more face-to-face selling and advisory selling. It's not a product that is bought directly online without any consultation. So the whole industry was used to advisory selling. Now suddenly COVID happened, and obviously with so much of risk for our customers as well as our employees as well as our distribution partner, one could not venture out. And of course the customer, you can't really risk the customer's life as well. So in that case, moving from a physical selling, face to face advisory selling, to a digital selling was a challenge, not only for us as a company but for the whole industry. And in a matter of record 3 weeks, we did have digital assets, we did have products which were sold online, but the adoption was not as high as we see today. So that was one of our biggest challenge, as March hit us, keeping our employees safe, keeping our partners safe, ensuring that our customers get the right information, at the same time making sure that the families are safe. All of those were challenges in front of us, but we were able to really plan it ahead of time. We were ready from a BCP standpoint as an organization, and that really helped us secure our numbers, our growth, our ability to serve our customers, because health insurance is sold for an unforeseen event. And currently in the pandemic, when the pandemic hit us as a country in the month of March, April, that was the biggest challenge, right? And how much is the promise of a health insurance company is really sticking together, and when rubber hits the road. So we not only waited for our customers to call us and check with us as to whether COVID claims are actually paid We did a lot of campaigning around awareness on how to take care of their own health. We made call outs to certain vulnerable customers, and also did a lot of, as a responsible corporate, we ran a lot of campaigns on awareness on mask zaruri hai, and how to prevent kind of sickness and illness, how to build the immunity. So I would say, that was biggest challenge in front of us as a company, to really keep our employees, their families, partners and their families, and our customers safe during this pandemic.
Okay. Do you think the role has changed of CEO in present situation from what was being done previously?
Yes, I mean, quite a lot. And as you were referring to the earlier questions, Vivekji, that operations or the chief operating officer role is more like a back end admin role, and not so much of front facing, not so much market facing. So I think over the last decade or so, things have really changed. And as we work for an organization, the strategy, which is the thinking arm, and the execution arm, along with the support functions like IT, digital, and of course the revenue generating departments like the sales organization, the business development, have come together. And that's where the role of the chief operating officer has also evolved. Not only making sure that the processes are working or creating the processes, but also ensuring seamless delivery of promise to the customer, and going beyond the seamless stated and unstated needs of the customer. So I think a lot of digitization and disruption in the digital environment has also kind of pushed that change in outlook of the chief operating officers as well as the companies.
Okay. So looking at present situation, do you think now CEO is also now involved in the sale process?
Very much. I mean, the chief operating officer ultimately has to hold the baby, right? Whatever is being sold. And, I had the good fortune of working as a sales, leader as well in multiple organizations. So it's not about just selling a particular product and, just making a promise and then, not showing your face again to that same customer, because, that's how mostly our experience has been in classical way of working. But right now, unless the people who are going to service the promise and keep up the promise, they have to be brought into fold when you're selling a particular product or a concept to a new partner or a new end customer or a client. And that's where the whole sales process is getting integrated to pre onboarding and post onboarding and servicing, including underwriting, claim servicing, the entire life cycle of a customer getting service. So, quite frankly, I'm used to the fact that any new product being launched or any new service being launched or any kind of new partner being onboarded, seldom you will see the chief operating officer not being, sitting across the table and having conversations and leading the conversations as well from expectation setting standpoint. So very much, it's a two in the box, the sales leader and the operations leader coming together to really build a proposition as well as deliver the proposition. That's the way I would say things have evolved.
So in times to come, what do you think? Digital will play a bigger role and will be a much more bigger revenue earner for the company than the traditional agency channel?
Well, it is going to be a mix of the two, and of course, agency will continue, as relationships and trust being built. But the entire process of selling is getting disrupted. The value chain is getting disrupted, and digital, onboarding as well as selling is replacing the conventional physical pen and paper and physical selling process. So a hybrid model is evolving, not only in insurance, but generally across various consumer segments. And that's the way it is going to evolve. And of course, a healthy mix of direct online selling, digital selling, face-to-face selling, and, combination of all the, lines of businesses is what is the future that is unfolding for the industry.
Fantastic. So it was very nice talking to you and understanding the role of a CEO in the present situation.
Great pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity to speaking to you and your esteemed organization. And I look forward to engaging and interacting more. And we at Manipal Signa are very very happy to keeping in touch and being informed of the latest across the industry through your editorial. Really appreciate it.
Sure, definitely we'll be in touch and do more as the time comes.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
namaste.
Thank you.